edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And off we go from Denver. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Kennedy. That one caught by Carter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Kennedy escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Carter, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Second down, here's Chubb again. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just one or two receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give. This is Chubb. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, he bowls over him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Kennedy. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Kennedy. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
14 more yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to run him down for a loss of a yard. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Kennedy. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Broncos 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. What is the guys up front?
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Off play action. Kennedy. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, Kennedy. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Running right through him. A second pin has fallen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 157 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And they can't bring him down. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Kennedy. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Michael Carter with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that.
They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run. Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Left. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Wow. 240 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. the gun. It's a give to Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Throwing Jones. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Jones. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Off play action. Jones. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Kennedy. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this is caught by Evans. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. Powerful running.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And I was just reminded on that carry, he went over 16,000 career yards, so he is now about 700 away from Walter Payton for 2nd place all time.
Man, that's rare air. I'm just telling you, the oxygen there, I would need a tank. You would need one. He's up there doing it all on his own, walking with the greats. Phenomenal, phenomenal accomplishment.
Man, he still looks good doing it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw on second down, Kennedy going right back to Fant.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Off the play fake. Kennedy. They'll roll him out right. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, That's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Chubb. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Slide for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Next to score, Browns 42, Broncos 17. Jack Fox set to...
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Looking to throw. Kennedy. There's Evans again, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Off play action. Kennedy. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Michael Carter, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
42, Broncos 24.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Nick Chubb stops short. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Kennedy. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off the bootleg. Kennedy. He'll check this one down to Carter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kennedy completes it to Fant on the right side. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Carter. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Off the play fake. Kennedy steps away. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Chubb running right. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 15. A big play that time out of Chubb. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Browns 49, Broncos 31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Boyd. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Kennedy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it. Because
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.